Alright. Let us see. Well, if it's getting that, then maybe I should just... No, because then I'd keep returning everything. Why doesn't that work outside this function? This players doesn't exist at this point yet, does it? It's not It does exist. Then why doesn't it... Why do I keep going to this page? Maybe don't do that. Why is that not executing? Are you getting anything from roster? Roster should be each of the players, right? Yeah. I have 25. Who knows why? Yeah, one of them is doesn't seem to have any data. Oh, actually no. I don't know. Water boy? I don't know what that is. Well, actually they should all have data, but when I make a request to one of them, it doesn't have any data. I don't know who Water Boy is, so I guess I didn't get that joke. I'm guessing that's a, what do you call it? An inside joke. So for each player in the roster, do this, wait for that to finish. But then the weird thing is, Waterboy is like the unimportant dude who isn't good enough to play, so he's just responsible. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. I don't get why it's returning an object. So it's returning this object here, right? No, let me just write here, right in front of it, and we'll know. Yeah, so it's this object, and then as soon as I try to do something with it, there's 0. Object values? Nothing. Is it because of this? Well, I guess I need to return because this is an async function. Let me just make it a normal function right now. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, where's the await? And roster. Oh wait, I would need to reformat that to be. Then roster rec. That goes all the way down here. The indentation is off, but ignore it. Hey, that worked. I didn't need to make this async after all. But I don't know if that would have been a good thing to do. Anyway. So now I can return. So this should be carrying out. And I wonder if that means I can do this. Do this and this actually. Don't need, nope. Don't need it to do that. Still not doing that. I do have entries. Oh wait, that's just the roster. I'm dumb. So I didn't fix anything. Nice. I undid what I... Well, actually I don't think I fixed anything by making it async in the first place, so... You know what? We should be okay. I'm reducing... No. I'm really tempted to just make this a promise. But I know that, well, according to this article, async and await is a lot better than promises and newer, so I mean, I only just wrapped my head around promises and now I have to do async and await. There was another article that was like, oh, you need to understand promises before you use async and await, so maybe that was a good thing, but... So, apparently, this is how you could do it with promises. And then, with async and await, you can literally find an article to support anything you want. I guess, I mean... Yeah... Probably find U10 right now that says promises are better. Hmm. I don't know why this is doing this. But we know that if we put it in the for each, that works. I'm curious, can I just wrap this in a set timeout? I want to see what happens. Make this say wait 3 seconds. Okay, so it's definitely needs to take its time, or it definitely needs to wait. So this can I make this async? No. Oh, because this isn't the function, right? Can I make an anonymous function? Something like what this article does. Const make requests async anonymous function. Yes. Let us do that. Let us try it. We'll just say, I'm running out of names to use. Just say points. And then move this in like this, and have that like there. Wait, I messed something up. That's not what I wanted. And then what do we await? Await result? Await return. Players? No. This seems wrong. I don't need to return anything. Can I just await? What do I await here? And then I can call points. No. So I basically await for this to finish and then move on, right? Because that's what this is doing. Nope. Rip. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. What if I don't make this async, just make it a function, and then return players? I still would need to wait. And I don't even need to return anything because I'm just affecting players which is outside here. This is making my brain hurt. Yeah, I'm just returning this whole function. No. Undo everything. Well, after a second it does that. You know what, I'm just gonna write a promise and see if I can, if doing something like a promise would work. Even though, because of, yeah, we'll just see. I don't know. We'll say get average points for team 2. So basically the same thing. I'll copy this. And then it would be what? Net result. Actually, we don't need that. We can just do return await new promise. So this would do all of this. Wait, would make this get players points. So that would return the player's object, and then that would that would do that. Let me just remove this because we have it above, and then I'm so frustrated with this CSS right now. What's up? I'm no expert on CSS, but if you need someone to take a look. Damn, we should probably get going soon as well. It's 3. Cannot move this stupid button. Have you tried setting the position to relative and then using top and left? Isn't that bad practice? I have no idea. It probably is in that case, in which case ignore me. That's how I do most of my stuff. I thought relative was good. What about different devices? But isn't that if it was absolute? If it was absolute, then it would be in just one place, wouldn't it? And I feel like that would be bad practice because you're literally setting it to one position. Isn't relative just where it should be? Like, I mean, relative to elements that are around it. Relative to the divisor? Yeah. So if you set it to relative and then 0 and 0, that should be the location where the position where it would default. How do you set position normally? If you don't do it that way. I'm curious. Async function get players points, return await promise, and then resolve. Margin auto usually works for centering. If you want to center something, yeah, this is something I usually do now. I think. I can't remember if I do this correctly. Let me check. So a div, say class div parent button. Oh, I'll just use a div. Gosh, that's a bit big. Let me see. Can I make this a button? I haven't actually dealt much with buttons. Oh, that's a button now. Child... I think you can do something like... position, relative... is it transform? No, top 50%, no, 50... Oh, okay, gotcha. Hold on though, let me see if I could change this. Got it to work? Nice. Wonder if... yeah. Well, you get what I mean. Like I said, I'm not sure it's the best practice for responsive design. I mean... you're probably more of a expert on CSS than I am, because I never did CSS other than just messing around with it, so let me know if you figure out your thing. Async function, get players points. Return await new promise. Okay, so we need to resolve, right? Requests. Then resolve with players. Is that right? Let me try. Let test equal get player points dot then data console log data. Well, actually, let me just do that. Uh-oh. No, I hate that you can't just... if something is already... stuck, I can't just... Why? Oh, I need to make this new promise. Ah, it returns it. Alright. So let me... Don't do this. So I'm not actually calling that function anymore. Okay, so it gets player points, then it returns data. And then I can just do this function up here, but with this data. And it still doesn't work. What the heck is going on? Didn't it just work? I literally... Is there something wrong with this? Am I using this incorrectly? I could have sworn that I'm... How? Object entries data. That's what I'm... It's just... It doesn't want to... Oh, is it to do with... No, it's an object. Yes, this is an object. So why can't I... Object values? Why does it... Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. I had to double check that I'm actually opened the right file. Is it because of... It can't be because of the spaces in the name, because the object would just throw an error. This is super confusing. Ooh. This little web app I'm building is coming out pretty good for my standards. My newbie little standards. I'm sure it looks amazing. Is it hosted somewhere? Can I see it? Well, I suppose if it's your assignment stuff, then it's probably got info on it that you can't share. We have like screenshot though. Let me see if I can access this actual thing. Console log data. Who's that guy? Connor McDavid? That didn't work. It's hosted on my school server. Be glad to share your file, I'm sure. Sweet. You can, I guess, tweet it at me, or Twitter DMs, or I think you have my Discord. I am, but I'm also motivated to do this. I will probably head off in a sec. Actually, it's 3:30 and I have to be up tomorrow at like 8. Why is this not working though? I'm so confused. I'm spelling his name right. Why is this undefined? This doesn't make any sense. Is this object just broken? Why is it even returning? Why is it doing this? Am I gonna get an error? Is it even going to tell me that that doesn't exist? Okay, it's undefined. Can I add my own keys? Can I add just 1 equals the firewire? Now can I access... Can I make this Andrew Oscar Delta? Now can I access that? What? It didn't make it. You're on the Oilers. Look, you're listed right next to your hero, Connor McDavid. And you have a lot more points than him. I'll let you take a picture of that if you want. Porvana! I'm probably about to head to sleep, but I give up on this for now. I don't know why, I just can't seem to access any of this object. Is it? No, it can't be. Because I'm returning the object, so I should be able to access it. I don't have to declare it globally. I made an object. I defined an object, I returned it, and now I can't seem to access it even though I'm console logging. If you put console log markers is 100% not moving the way you think it is. I know, but I have this right here. This is outputting that. There's a space, your key. Have to use object notation. Am I a loser because I actually took a picture of that? No, because that's why I zoomed in. And you. I mean, being listed next to your heroes like that. This is object notation, right? So that should be okay. But then again, I have no idea anymore. What if I just make this 1? And then I just do 1. Still no. Is there... Where is it? How do I don't know. This is console logging here. I haven't used these debugging tools before. Is that? Is that name in your list? Well, I add the name here. I mean, I'm turning this into a promise. So none of this is being run from over here. Well, it shouldn't be because I commented out the function. So I'm running this function, this promise, then I resolve with the player's object, which was defined up here. You know what? Let me define a person here. So if I run that... Wait. Oh, because it was defined. Then these are added, I guess. And then I do that. Well, obviously that's gonna work, because I initialize with that. Initialize with that. Then... Okay, so it's... Right, so it's probably just not resolving this properly. Where did I have that? Should I have it here? Andrew, Oscar, Delta. Still no. I can't put it here because that's in a for each. I'd be resolving it multiple times. I will probably try and figure this out tomorrow. I'll just have to go look at some coding async stuff. Stoof. Good idea, get some sleep. I shall. I already showered earlier, so we're all good to just... As soon as I get into my room, I can just sleep. And no worries. I am having a good time learning ES6 and all of these interesting new stuff. And I will catch you all next stream, which is probably tomorrow. Anyway, peace out.